They're in a cult. They're in a cult. It's got all. I mean, Mark Andreessen, who's a brilliant venture capitalist guy, explained it to me in very clear terms, like what the definition of a cult is, how you can get excommunicated, how you get shamed for having differing opinions, the group think, the whole. He's like, it's a cult, and he's right. He's 100% right.
Yeah. It's
just hard to say because then people in the cult will attack you, but they're not attacking you for a reasonable. It's not logical. Like the way they're attacking you. They're attacking like someone attacks religious beliefs.
Yeah.
And some of these religious beliefs, it gets into these weird gray areas, like trans people in women's bathrooms. Like, says who? Says who? How do you know that's a real trans person? How do you not know that's a creep that wants to pull his out in front of kids? Because those are real. And if that guy was a convicted sex offender. Yeah. And he was doing that. Look, those guys are real. It doesn't mean trans people aren't real also, but those guys are real. Yeah. And to even say that those guys are real, you get excommunicated. You get treated like you're a Nazi.
Great question. I'm not a woman, but I can't really answer that.
What exactly is a woman?
Well, for me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is that?
As a woman.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major.
No.
How do you know that you're a man?
I guess because I got a dick.
If we were to say these are the discussions that we would be having 20 years ago, people will say that we are crazy. Fast forward to 2024, we are genuinely discussing whether men can be women and women can be men. And these people say with a straight face that a woman is whoever identifies as a woman. You have got to be kidding me.
100,000 women went on strike today in Iceland to demand gender equality. The entire population is 370,000. So over 25% of the population went on strike, and I have some crazy news for you. The economy did not come to a stop, and it continued as normal. The only memo I got was that HR departments were getting no complaints for the 24 hours that the women were on strike. And men were writing that they were really sorry women didn't get gender equality, but I heard one CEO said it was nice to finally get some shit done, end quote.
Girl is dating a trans man, is that gay?
That's a really controversial topic. It could be a little gay. It's not like that gay. Like they're gay because like they have the woman body parts, you know?
They would not have it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's gay. I mean, it's probably just a little gay. I've seen like things that are more gay than that.
People have become so woke, this is the rubbish that they're beginning to say now. It's really not that hard of a question. It's really not that hard, and I do not even want to go into the stupidity of the answers that these college students came out with.
The most famous young man in Australia, after cracking the joke that reduced the Today Show host to quivering wrecks of laughter. What was the joke?
A vegan and a vegetarian are jumping off a cliff to see who will hit the bottom first. Who wins?
I don't know. Who wins?
Society.
Any other jokes up your sleeve?
Back in your day, you had Wonder Woman. In my day, we wonder if it is a woman.
My nigga.
And how long have you been a liberal?
Probably 5 to 6 years, maybe.
And you were a conservative prior to becoming a liberal?
Very much.
And what made you become a liberal?
I got a little older, a little smarter.
Oh, you
grew out of it, yeah.
And you were tired of being a man?
I was tired of being an idiot, but yeah.
So you woke up one day, you know what, I'm tired of being a man. I want to be a liberal.
I think there are plenty of men that are liberal.
Not real men.
You really think so?
Men who are liberals are betas.
I feel like to a lot of people, they have a hard time wrapping their head around the fact that you say you're straight, but then you also have acknowledged that you'll her.
Correct. Absolutely.
How do you square that in your mind?
Man, this is a good one. I mean, I just truly like, I really just look at her like a woman, whether she has a dick or not. Personally, like, it even looks girly to me. You know what I mean? It's different than mine. Right. I got a big. My OnlyFans is called the Hung Plumber for a reason.
Right.
I'm hung as. She's got this tiny little thing from the hormones.
Well, yeah,
like,
the hormones make it small and make it like not get hard, right?
No, not at all. I literally.
If she's real turned on. If I get her real turned on, yeah.
You might see it poking up.
Yeah, you'll see it through the dress.
That's get high, bro. I love it.
Holy shit! I'm still learning. There's so many things I don't know about the trans relationship. There you go.
Why are black people in jail at higher rates than white people?
That's the question, right? Maybe because they commit more crimes than white people.
But that's not true. It actually is.
They do. So every independent analysis shows that blacks have committed a disproportionate amount of crime. No one wants to say it out loud, but it's true. In fact, in New York, 52% of murders are committed by blacks, 40+% of arson, 60+% of drug deals. And so the question you should really be asking is what drives them to commit crimes? That's the question, right? The real question is, and maybe I can ask you, what percentage of blacks are raised with two parents in the home?
So actually, according to the Uniform Crime Report for 2019, black or African American individuals committed only about 1 million crimes, while white people committed about 4 million.
Yeah, so
But that's
hold
proportion.
on. Yeah, how about the proportion?
There's a lot more white people than black people in the United States.
It's a 60% white country and a 14% black country. So you just proved my point. You literally, so basically that's a disproportionate amount of crime.
People seriously cannot be this stupid, but then at the same time, I'm not surprised by the stupidity that comes out of people's mouths. This college student just proved his point.
Earlier this week, I was in Walgreens. There was a little old white lady standing in front of the nail selection. I was in front of the eyelashes. I'm in Florida. I feel like that's important to the story. Anywho, she was like, is that you? And I was like, I beg your pardon? She was like, that smell? Is that you? Well, I wanted to say, well, whoever smelled it dealt it, bitch. But I felt like that was a little assertive for an 80-year-old woman on a Tuesday morning. So I was like, well, what does it smell like before I claim it? So she was like, oh, it's very fragranty. I extended my arm. She sniffed. She said I smelled lovely. Fine. Good compliment, whatever. Well, why am I in TJ Maxx? Okay, the same place I get this mug because y'all are always asking me. I'm in TJ Maxx 4 minutes into my shopping experience, and I am sniffed from behind like a bitch in a damn dog park. What the fuck is going on? So for a second, I paused, and I was like, is it my boyfriend? Because, you know, boyfriends do that weird thing. Sometimes they just want to sniff you, and then I said, I do not have one. So it could not be that. I turn around, and a white lady is standing so close to me. Had she pursed her non-existent lips, she would have kissed me. So she's like, sorry if I startled you. You smell wonderful. Startled me, bitch. I almost passed out on this motherfucking floor. I'm gonna get my reparations one way or another. This is not an ad. This is a warning. Fairy Tears by Saya Elixir's the one with the glitter in the bottle when you shake it with the cute little black fairy on the back. Yeah, this one. It's the one with the amethyst topper because they got the one with the citrine topper, the pyrite topper, the emerald topper. This one. Bitch. Don't wear this in public. It smells like generational wealth so motherfucking deep it'll stop the white people.
This is 2024 in the Western world where black people can be openly racist and they say it's not racism. Apparently, it's this new thing they call reverse racism. And also, apparently, you can't compliment people based on something that people believe is nice. The West is totally doomed and people want to be victims so bad, it's absolutely sad.
Good rule of thumb, if they don't immediately tell you who the shooter is, he's not a white male.
So let me just come and say something real quick because I don't talk on TikTok, I don't do this talking thing, but I'm in Italy right now and I was on live just before, like if you guys watched my live, I was on live talking about how Italy is so racist. And then, cool, I must have got banned from live because I was saying how they don't like black people here because they don't. Like, everyone is literally white here or like Italian and they've never seen a black person before, I feel like. And it's 100% facts because when you come here and you're a black person, they literally look at you like you're a weirdo. Like, the people here are very much racist. And you can come for me if you want, but I'm not gonna lie, they secretly hate black people in Italy. They hate everyone who's not their race. Unless you're white, they'll allow it. But if you're any different type of culture, trust me, you're gonna get treated different. But that's all I'm saying. Like, Italy, if you're black, make sure you're prepared to come here because, yeah.
No way. There's a lot of Italian people in Italy. I cannot believe it. There are a lot of Italians in their own country. No way.
The definition of feminism across the board is the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes.
Yes. Why are we only talking about the female inequalities? Why aren't we talking about the male inequalities?
We do not have the same experience. You are not oppressed in the same ways that I am.
No, and I'm sure you're not oppressed in the same ways that I am.
You need to acknowledge your privilege first. If people could hear that about themselves and not be defensive, I think that we could probably push the needle forward a lot faster. As a woman, I'm not sure that I'm concerned whether or not you want to join as a man.
Is that not part of the issue?
But that's segregating that's segregating genders. If you're saying that you don't care about my opinion as a man, that goes against everything the feminist movement goes.
I don't care about reshaping and forming my feminism in a way that is digestible for you as a man.
Feminists only care about equality when it benefits them. The sooner people can realize this, the better the world will be. The irony about this whole thing is that she claims that feminism is about equality for all. He then states his experiences and she goes on to dismiss his experiences. I thought it was about equality.